Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. I'm back right here at Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles, right here, Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. How you doing? All right, let's get talking about some new comic books that are out, my peeps. And don't forget, Marvel Comics is on sale on Wednesdays. You're going to find a whole bunch of regular like here's the regular cover for it, but you're going to find a whole bunch of these individual smaller covers indicating that they're on sale Wednesday. I guess it's just a special thing to kind of take a dig at DC. Anyway, this is in fact one of the comics that is out this week, and that is Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 44. What's up? What's up? Let's talk about issue number 34 of the Avengers, because we got to see what other crazy stuff that Moon Knight's going to do. Oh, Jason Aaron, you kidder, you. All right, we've got issue number 17 of Captain Marvel. Hey, you remember when it used to be a really big deal when Logan would show up in a comic book? Now it's just like, oh, cool, Wolverine's in this one too. We've got Death Metal, issue number 2. So there's that. Get all the different views on that one. All right, and this is cool, man. This is, oof, it's a good event. How about issue number 1 of Empire? So 6-issue event series. They dropped 19 of the tie-ins, including last week's Black Panther tie-in, all 3 of those. So, but there's still going to be like 21 books in total that you should still buy to get everything. Otherwise, just get the 6 and I'll tell you what's up here. We've got issue number 21 of the Fantastic Four, which is a tie-in to Empire, so I guess I'll give it a read. Good chance to get back on things. And we got a bunch of new stuff, too. We've got Vault Comics, Engine Ward. So that's actually pretty interesting. The ESMA. I have no idea what this is about, but you better believe I'm going to give it a look because this looks interesting. I'm just saying. Let's get looking at... Dude, one of the best books ever. Al Ewing is killing it here, just like in Empire, I hope. Immortal Hulk, issue number 35. Boom! How about some new G.I. Joe? Snake Eyes, Dead Game. What's up with that? We've got Savage Dragon, issue number 250. Now, this is going to be giving us a $9.99 cover price, but it's 100 pages also, so it's not that bad. I'm going to make my suggestion. It's not going to be that bad, but yeah, there's a bunch of different covers for this. I'm showing you the blank variant because this just feels like one of those. I'm saying, like, could this be worth something? Spawn number 300 apparently is, so. How about issue number 2 of Spider-Woman? We're waiting for this. Donny Cates is still here. Issue number 26 of Venom. This is going to start Venom in space. Every time that you want to do something new that nobody's ever done before, you put your character in space. So, a new version of Space Venom, I guess. Issue number 1 of I, Wolverine. This is from the Iron Man 2020 event. So, boom, if you want to see Albert running around, then by all means, the cyborg clone of Wolverine. Also, giant-size X-Men Magneto. I wonder which character this is going to feature. Oh, that's not me being silly. I'm being for real, because they typically... yeah. Anyway, I'm also going to point out that Faithless 2, issue 2 is out. The issue 1 came out recently. I actually wasn't here when that came out. Oops, sometimes you get sick. Was not COVID. I'm cool. But check this out. Faithless 2, issue 2. So the second volume of Faithless. What's so special about this? Well, what's so special about this is apparently there was a huge mistake. And if I were to pull this out, I am not going to pull this out, but even though this is backed and everything with the fake, cover, the whatever, lithograph, whatever you want to call it, so the actual cover is concealed. If you pull it out, it turns out that they bagged them backwards. So, is this speculator worthy? I don't know. How many of these issues went out? How many issues of this particular cover, the main cover, does your comic book store have? Is it nothing? Is it something? I don't know. I'm letting you know that this exists. The backing is on the wrong side. So if you pull this out, you're going to see a very detailed scene where it goes in a different place. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna point that out. So that exists. If you're interested, bang, there you go. Now there's also a bunch of free comic book day stuff that's out. This week, it is the X-Men book. So we're gonna see a whole bunch of cool stuff in here. Hopefully, we're gonna see a bunch of cool stuff in here. Anyway, this exists. Also, we've got from 2 weeks ago, Free Comic Book Day Firepower. Now, Free Comic Book Day has been shifted, all right? So what we're doing here is we're actually changing things up so that we've got It's going to be Free Comic Book Summer. So every week, a new Free Comic Book Day book is supposed to come out. Of course, most of us are waiting for that Venom one, so we'll see when that one comes in. But next week's is going to be My Little Pony. This is issue number 1 of volume 10, I believe. So, is this something that you're interested in? Is something special going to happen in there? Who knows? The week after, we're going to have Captain Canuck and Captain Battle. That's going to be a thing. So you guys can feel free to check that one out. There's also this thing, the Wern books. I don't know what any of this stuff is, but apparently this is a big deal. So, feel free to check this one out also. Asterisk is going to be coming out. The Power Rangers Road to Ranger Slayer. That could actually wind up being something fairly important. So there's a whole bunch of stuff out, and it's cool. And you know what? Before we get to some individual boxes and whatnot, we're going to do a sweep.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Back. So let's get talking about the good stuff that's here. Check this out. We have got boxes. They've already been unboxed. If you go to look at that. If you go to Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles right here in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, you will actually see these being unboxed. There are actually 3 different boxes. So there's box A, B, and C. You can take a look inside. They've already been opened. Different size shirts for you. This seems to be a Loki motif because you get a Kid Loki shirt, you get the Kid Loki pop, and you get 3 different comic books inside. These are not actually open, but the very first one that they're showing, it's a Kid Loki comic book. So there's all of that good stuff. There's also the other one that's in here. If you missed it, Gotham Central still has some. If your comic book shop doesn't have them, you can't find them anywhere around, you can order from Gotham Central. Yes, they will send them to the U.S. or pretty much wherever. Contact them through some of the various means that we have available, and you'll be able to see how to do that. But we've got a whole bunch of, there's a different Loki shirt, similar Loki comic book, but slightly different, and again, the Loki pop. So, yeah, a whole bunch of different boxes, a whole bunch of different stuff. You never necessarily know what you're going to get. Yeah, we can also look at some toys. All right, let's check out some new toys up in here. Look at this Starfire Superpowers. That is a full, entire body of Starfire. This is the whole line also that's coming out for here. Hey, you know what? We might actually have another one of these guys here. Oh, look at this. We've got the Robin too. How perfect is that? How perfect is that? Come on, right? Get these two, get Beast Boy and Raven, and we get Cyborg and, I don't know, an Apple G2S. Okay, how about Sailor Moon? Any Sailor Moon fans out there? Probably way too many, right? So check this out, 3D mug set. The ears, the tops come off, and you got yourself a nice, it looks like porcelain, it feels like porcelain. So a nice mug set. Boom. You have got the Dark Phoenix, Kotobukiya. Bada bang. Check that out. That is just gorgeous. How you doing? Also, here's the box again. Bunch of these. If you guys are interested, come on in, see what you're gonna get. We've also got a whole bunch of these guys. Look at these. Only the first 4 of these are out. So Superman, Flash, Wonder Woman, and Martian Manhunter. This is the whole series that's gonna come out. So, of course, there's the Martian Manhunter because he's here, but also Batman, Hawkgirl, John Stewart, Green Lantern, and Aquaman with his hand. He wasn't even a regular member, so I'm hoping that means they're going to start doing a whole bunch of these, because I wouldn't complain about that. We have got, nobody likes Emma Frost, right? Nobody likes the White Queen. Come on, let's be realistic, especially since all men think alike, so it's easy for her to control them. But this is a free comic book day exclusive kind of deal, so come on in, pick this up. It's available right now. Also, we may have gotten, I think, 4 of these boxes. I wouldn't take too long, I wouldn't dally too long, because they only have 1 of the Dark Beasts per package. Yeah, I know, that's really weird, right? Also, these guys here, they came in a very strange box, but the Artist's Proof Edition of Oblivion Song, issue number 1. I'm saying, this is kind of sexy. Look at that. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. So if you're interested in the Skybound stuff, bang, it's all right here. Also, come on in and check out our new, oops, I was just given this. This is the back, and we've got all this other good stuff here. The new staff shirts. Maybe you could convince Carlos to let you in on an extra one, who knows? Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for me. Let's go back to, well, me. All right, guys, so right now we're going to start doing an unboxing. This is the Nene box. This is a paid sponsorship, all right? So, boom, there's that. This right here, this is actually the July box. So I'm a little bit late getting this, but it is what it is. Showing this here. I believe this is still available. Worst case scenario, next box coming out. This is to give you an idea of what's in the box at the very least. This is some gorgeous stuff right in here. So I've already seen several of the unboxing videos that are out there. Not that big of a deal, but it is what it is. So you are now going to see my unboxing of the Nene box. Let's pop this puppy open and let's see what is inside El Nene. So gonna pull this guy open here. Is this sealed someplace else? No, it is not. You can tell this is like totally off the cuff. All right, there we go. Boom. So gonna pop this. This is a gorgeous purple box. I like the color. I'm digging on it. Okay. Whoa, whoa. They're not clowning around. Okay. So they're giving us a lot of stuff here. So let's pop this puppy open. Woo. All right. So what is this? Thank you for your subscription. Enjoy your box. Whole bunch of stuff in here. X-Men, Batman, Thanos, Back to the Future, The Godfather, Beautiful Mind, Cuphead, The Outer Worlds, and Lost Season 1. Okay, this is the July 2020 box. Boom. Boom. So you can check this out. Okay, so mostly this is supposed to be a pin box, from my understanding. Yet I'm seeing a lot of other stuff in here too. So, bang for your buck value? Yeah, I'm seeing that. Okay, wow. Okay, a little overwhelming. I'm going to have to take a step back. So, first off, I'm going to point out the obvious awesome. They actually give you a whole bunch of backing buttons. I'm not going to complain about this. So you get a nice little mini bag of backings for your buttons. So you want to put the pin on your shirt or wherever you want to put it. If you're just going to have like a board and pin them into the board, hey, cool, man. You know, nobody's going to hate on you. But you can also pin them onto your lapel or wherever you want to pin it, and then they got the actual backings on here. So that's actually super cool. Extra safe one. So let's go into some of these. The first one, Garfield. Bang. That is gorgeous. I am digging on the Garfield. I remember reading these way back in the day. I'm a little old. So I remember reading these way back in the day. Garfield, man, that was the way to go. Let's talk about Iron Man. Boom. And yeah, they've already got really nice backings on here, so they're not playing around with the buttons or the pins. Man, these are nice. So You actually got Iron Man here. Nice. This actually looks like it belongs on one of the upper left boxes, indicating which comic book number you're on. Let's put Garfield down here too so I don't lose him. Duke Nukem. Who hasn't played this video game when we were kids? Yeah, that's right, all of us. So check out Duke Nukem. Not too bad. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Pinhead will tear your soul apart. I have loved the Pinhead series forever. This stuff, ever since the very first movie, I went back and I read the book. Clive Barker absolutely murdered it in multiple ways. This is a fantastic pin. I will, if Carlos doesn't steal it from me, I will be wearing this. And, oh, nice, Scarlet. So we've got Scarlet from G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. All right, that's not bad. I'm not going to complain about this in the slightest bit. This is actually really cool. Nice, the G.I. Joe stuff. Especially, we just saw that there's a new G.I. Joe comic book out this week. Brand new, Snake Eyes issue number 1. Not bad. So, we got a whole bunch of cool stuff here. We have got, okay, this is actually, okay, this is extra in a good way. Wow. So, we got a whole bunch of these cards. Okay, so, these guys here, let me come a little closer and show you guys what's up. So we got all these cards here. Check this out. Bang. And it's more than you think. It is all of these cards. And more than just being all of these individual cards, what's so cool about this is that it actually comes in this little binder accessory. So the whole sleeve can actually fit inside of one of those binder books. So if you want to save your cards, you remember the 1991, 92, I think there was a 91. The 92 was the really popular one. And all the Marvel cards, the trading cards that came out back in the day, yeah. Boom. These things actually come with the sleeve in order to keep them safe and tucked away. On the back, there's actually a couple things in here. Okay, this is actually kind of cool. So just a bunch of stuff that lets you know who they are and whatnot. And some of them even have little boxes so you can get them signed by the people if you go to one of those comic book conventions and whatnot. All right, this isn't bad at all, man. Wow. So a whole bunch of movie covers on here. Back to the Future, Godfather, Beautiful Mind, Lost Season 1, The Outer Worlds, Cuphead. That's pretty big up here in Canada. Pretty sure it's big some other places too. We have got Nate Gray. We've got Thanos number 1, which eventually had the Donny Cates Thanos Wins in it. And, of course, Batman number 1 right up top there. The Tom King run, beginning of Rebirth. Introduction to Gotham Man and Gotham Girl. Here's the thing. They don't just give you one. So this is supposed to be about buttons. They're not clowning around. So they actually give you 2 of these. Check this out. Boom. A whole nother sleeve of cards. A whole nother sleeve of trading cards. So we've got the cover for issue number 1 of Amazing Spider-Man, which is actually the second appearance of Spider-Man. Bang. That's kind of important. We've also got Action Comics number 1 right up here. That the comic book that birthed an entire world, a universe, multiple universes of comic books and superheroes specifically. The first appearance of Superman. First appearance of a bunch of guys. Zatanna's father was actually in here also. Zatara. This is issue number 1 of the latest Wolverine book. I believe that this cover was done by Victor Bogdanovic. So boom, you got that. You have got Game of Thrones, the Joker movie, Avengers Endgame, Sekiro. Okay, I don't know what Sekiro is. Shadows Die Twice, but video games. So we already saw they're doing video games. They also have the season 1 box of Breaking Bad. That's Walter White in his underwear. You got Resident Evil 2. That is actually an iconic cover. And let's be realistic. What pretty much birthed all of the first-person shooter horror games? Resident Evil. Heck yes. So anyway, boom, whole bunch of amazing cards in here. And again, information on the back, places to get certain of them signed. You're clearly not going to get Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster to sign your issue number 1 of Action Comics there, but nonetheless, man, all of this is just, they actually even have their names on the back. The exact day it was published. This is actually really good. Okay, so here's what I'm also going to recommend. Cards like this, these kinds of cards are actually going to help you to become more familiar with the comic books also. So if you're looking to get that familiarity with comic books and, which one came first, what's the first appearance of so-and-so and such, boom, this is probably the way to do it. So I'm actually digging on all these. All right, anyway, I've got to go show these to Carlos, and he's probably going to steal them from me because, yeah, he's a button guy. Anyway, guys, so you make sure that you check out, listen, I'm going to put all that information on the screen. So if you want to get a hold of one of these Nene boxes, the information is going to be below. It's going to be here. It's going to be pinned to the top of the description, all that good stuff. What do you call it? Bang, Nene box. Go ahead and check that out. Special discount code. So you want to get yourself a discount, that's the way you do it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Okay, so the person featured in this picture who is holding up the Joe Shuster Award for greatest comic book shop in all of Canada may or may not have neglected to point out that he has an exclusive cover that he wants us all to see. And this is actually the cover right here. So the Sacred Six, issue number 1 out of Dynamite Comics. As it stands, this is an issue 1. Collector, I don't know, but it is also a Gotham Central exclusive. So this, you're only going to find it at Gotham Central. If you want one, hey, this is where you get one from. Sacred Six, this is written by Christopher Priest. I'm saying, here's the whole cover information. You might be wondering about the cover artist here. Okay, this is an exclusive cover. All right, this particular book, this exclusive cover is by Josh Burns. So if you're not familiar with Josh Burns, I'm going to tell you where you've seen him before. His artwork specifically, Zenescope. All those amazing covers that you see for like Grimm's Fairy Tales and Robin Hood and just all of them, the Black Knight, right? Those beautiful covers where you're looking and you're saying, I've never really read a lot of Zenescope, but man, that sure is a gorgeous cover. I might just decide to get this comic book. Plus it's Christopher Priest. This is a Dynamite cover. Dynamite comic, exclusive, Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles, Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Totally exclusive cover. Also, you're wondering, how many are there, Professor? There's got to be thousands of them, right? Nah. There's exactly 400. This is one of them. So if you want to get your hands on one of these exclusive Josh Burns covers, contact all that cool information that we're always showing you all the time. And make sure that you remember to do that. Don't be like this guy. Well, be like this guy if you want to have the best comic book shop in all of Canada. Aside from that, though, don't be forgetful like that guy. Anyway, that's going to be it for us this week. Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles. I'm still in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, so I just threw it at me on the way out. So you guys make sure you check all that good stuff out. All that information, you're going to find it here. I will talk to you guys later. Catch you on the flip side. Professor Bill, Comic Book University at Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles. Class dismissed.